If you want to know what is one of the most important things that you need to do to integrate when you're moving to Costa Rica, then I want you to check out this video and get the answer from a local. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. Today I have a special guest, Slade. Slade has a school, and I want her to tell you a little bit about herself and the school.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Slade and I'm teaching English for kids in my school. Hello School, English for You. And hello everyone.
You also help people learn Spanish. So as you know from my other videos, I've talked about, how to move over to Costa Rica correctly. And so that does involve in closing out, transitioning, but integration. One of the major parts of integration is learning how to speak Spanish, actually Costa Rica Spanish, so that, you can talk to people. So why is learning Spanish here in Costa Rica so important?
It's important to communicate with friends or going to the supermarket, going to any place to visit, to travel, to enjoy.
And that's the one thing about if you know Spanish is there are some places that are not just available to tourists. If you know people and you can talk to them, you can go to different things. Like I went to Puente de Piedra, which is really, I don't think it's a tourist site anymore. But I was able to actually see up underneath because I have friends that speak Spanish. We asked permission to get onto the property, and I was able to see this particular, site that's not available to most.
And being involved with the culture of this country is the best part, I would say.
Yeah, I think a lot of people make the mistake where they're not involved, like you're saying. They'll come here, they'll maybe go to La Feria, and then they'll go back up in the mountains and stay by themselves and then just come down for food. But as far as integrating and meeting people and being involved, they make the mistake of not doing that. So I do have a question for you. What is a good way for someone from the United States to come and start connecting? I mean, how do you do that?
Okay, well, could be having meetings, going to do different things that you usually do in your country, but in a different way, doing by here. A good example, okay, your daily routine, for example, going to the supermarket, going to the farmer's market, going to a store, or having different trips, going to the beach, going to the mountains, going to the volcano. But the idea is that you can have the opportunity to solve your needs appropriately and easily.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a good point because you've helped my mom. So my mom is here. And you've helped my mom learn Spanish, like by going to, shopping with her. You've taken her to different parts of, Cartago. You got to see the mall. You went food shopping, the basic stuff. And so that is one good thing because, again, she helps people learn Spanish. She helps them, sometimes work in real life situations. And actually, when I first got here, you helped me find out and my family to find and see Jaco for the first time. And it was honestly a different Jaco than most people talk about, because when we went to you had a friend and we stayed. It was a day trip and we stayed. Where were we at? It was like a.
It was in Playa Hermosa.
Playa Hermosa, yeah, very beautiful. We got to lay out, and it was a hotel or something like that. Was it a hotel or like
Sandpiper?
Sandpiper. Oh yeah, long time ago. And so we got to see, lay on the beach and just relax and eat and kind of have a slow trip. Because the next time that I went with my family, it was a completely different experience. It was like the more tourist feel, which it's good to know both. So that's why I think, it's good to actually meet someone and be friends and say, hey, and be able to speak Spanish. Okay, as you see, we had to change locations because honestly, it was hot. I was hot. I was sweating. So I wanted to move to a different location. But we are back. And so the one thing that we're going to talk about is the importance of Spanish. And so, Slade, how do you help people, learn Spanish?
Normally, I teach Spanish in groups. Could be virtual, personal, and also teaching some words, common words in Pico Spanish, how to go into the supermarket, and how to go into the banks, how to ask some basic questions, or ask him for help, or different daily activities.
Yeah, and those things, as you were saying, Tico Spanish is a little bit different from a lot of different places. And that's something that when you're hearing stuff like Por de Vida and My, you want to know, okay, what does that mean? Because those words actually mean a lot of different things. So we talked a lot about your school and how you can help people and, the importance of Spanish and how it helps us to integrate. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do?
What I like to do is basically help people, help animals, and I'm a volunteer in an animal shelter here, and I rescue animals as well.
Yes, you do.
And and I love teaching, and also I love arts and nature a lot. And one of my hobbies is going by motorcycle around different parts of the country or outside the country as well.
Yes.
Actually, we are planning to go to Guatemala next month, and so this is one of my favorite activities.
And you're gonna ride a motorcycle all the way to Guatemala. Okay. And so Guatemala, to get to Guatemala from here, you gotta ride your motorcycle through. How do you get there? You gotta go through Guanacaste first.
Yes, to the border.
To Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, then El Salvador, then Honduras, then Guatemala, and then back. It's a trip for 13 days.
Wow, it is a long trip on a motorcycle, and you like doing stuff like that. I don't know how to ride a motorcycle, so that's actually very, very awesome.
Well, but I'm not doing by myself. I'm going with another person who is riding the bike, right?
Okay.
I can't do it right now by myself, but so it's something we do together, this person and I.
Okay. Are you going to go with your group this time, your motorcycle group? Or?
In a group.
Okay.
Yes, 15 awesome. Motorcycles actually. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, that sounds fun. Well, thank you for thank you for being on the show. Thank you for helping, just talk about, how important it is to, learn Spanish and a little bit about yourself. And thank you for your time.
You're very welcome, Keanon. And pura vida.
Por de vida. See you next time. Now that you heard from a local, I want you to check this video right here to learn how you can move to Costa Rica. I'll see you on the other side.